We're getting...
May hanging...
No,
hanging eh.
I-announce namin siya sa July 5. So, yun. That's the only reason.
Bakit daw po ba? Para magkita-kita tayo.
Ano na kayong lahat kasi we're very excited na...
meron mo sa bang clue.
Kasi may schedule, inaayos namin yung schedule niya to come to the Philippines to for the deliberation with the selection committee.
May pa-clue pa tayo
dyan.
dyan.
Kasi magbigay ng name na hindi pa na-find.
Okay, so ayan. Abangan natin
I'm very excited because they're supportive of us.
And you were saying a while ago na marami na interested na maging isa sa mga entries for the ating Pista. How many are we talking about here? Umabot ba tayo sa 100 na sobrang eager na maging parte ng ating Pista ng Pelikulang Pilipino 2?
Last year we had 45 entries. This year I've already received a lot of letter of intent from various producers. Siguro ngayon nasa mga around 20 yung mga nagbigay sa amin ng interest to tell us. Telling me that they want to join. So we're just waiting. We just opened our submission. Pero alam naman natin, pagdating sa mga ang ating mga filmmakers lagi, yun, mahaba yung oras. So meron tayo from April 20 to June 15. So we probably expect the films to be submitted by June kasi syempre pinapaganda pa nila yung mga pelikula. And we're very happy, we're very excited, and we're looking forward for the films that are going to be submitted for BPP.
Last year we had 7, around 7 or 8?
12 entries last year.
We had 12. So are we looking at the same number for this year o maaaring nadagdagan pa?
We have 8 this year. Kasi yung last, kasi before, in a normal run, talagang 6 to 8 films ang mga bagong pelikulang lumalabas every bagong, tuwing nagbabago ng playdate. So tuwing Wednesday, mga 6 to 8 films ang lumalabas. And I think that's the number talaga. So nung nagkaroon tayo ng 12 films with 1 week, it's so hard for our audience to really watch all these 12 films. So unintentionally, we're being unfair to the films na 8 to 12. So ayoko naman to create that kind of na sumali sila and at the same pero sila yung magiging parang bottom 4 and hindi nila talaga marirecoup yung investment nila na binibigay to really screen their films kasi medyo malaking investment talaga since nationwide audience talaga tayo. So ngayon, with the 8 films, I think it's a good number and we're looking forward na sana lahat talaga ng mga pelikula tangkilikin talaga ng ating panonood.
Thank you, Laila. And next question.
Picking up from Laila's question, yung from 12 to 8 films. So may possibility ba na mas marami yung theaters? Kasi nagkaroon ng issue before, di ba? Merong isang film na mas marami over others. So this time patay-patay ba sila or how would be the paano ang plan?
Everyone will,
distribution ng theater.
Lahat sila will have at least around 30 theaters. But, because understanding that this is an industry event, of course, pagdating sa mga probinsya na mayroong 2 sinihan or 4 na sinihan, they have the discretion of working with us on choosing the films that they want to screen in their cinemas. Of course, gusto rin naman natin na hindi lang ito maging beneficial sa ating mga producers, but maging beneficial din ito sa ating mga sinihan para magtuloy-tuloy ang ating event. Siyempre, lahat naman tayo gusto natin kumita. So, what they have given me is that they are going to give at least around 30 cinemas full screens sa ating mga kalahok, but some may have more. Some may have 40 screens, some may have 60 screens. We don't know. But last year kasi, mayroong mga sinihan ang ginawa nilang scheme ay sa mga 6 sinihan nila, gusto nilang mapanood ng mga tao lahat ng film. So they did sliding na sa isang screen, 2 yung nagsashare ng film para ma-accommodate nila lahat ng mga pelikula. So this will depend sa mga choices ng ating mga exhibitors.
Ayan. Any other questions? Ayun, meron po tayo sa ganda.
May sasabihin ako sa'yo. I don't know if you were able to, you were talking about restoration a while ago. Sa column ni Ricky Lo, a week or so ago, may binention siya about Gloria Seguinla. they are restoring a film, the only one existing Visayan film na produced ni Gloria Sevilla. The title is Pandi sa Kinapuhi. Nire-restore nila na yung film in the 50s. Na-trace nila ang kopya, nag-iisa lang sa Australia. Now it's being restored. Kasi ang bida doon, mother and father niya, si Patranillo died in the 50s. Ngayon, na-produce yata yung si Gloria Sevilla, the actress, ng mga 10 films. Yun na lang ang existing na Visayan film.
Sige po, look into it.
Si Suzette Ranillo.
Opo, kasi
I
po,
read it ko lang, particular.
yes, Tita, kasi po, we're working on repatriating some of our films and meron naman po tayong budget for restoration, especially now that we are also lobbying for the president to declare 2019 as the centennial year as the centennial year of Philippine cinema, and with that we will have more funding for restoration, and I'll get in touch with Tita Gloria. I have her number actually.
Pero I think sila yung nakita ng ABS.
Sila na.
Hindi. Walang binanggit sila. Basta nagawa ng paraan si Suzette to have it restored.
Sige po.
Kasi I myself is curious to watch that.
Yes. Sige po, I will reach out to Miss Suzette and see how we can help repatriate the film para po masama po namin sa lineup ng i-restore namin. Thank you po. Paki-take note, guys.
Ayan sa likod, another question, sir, yes?
Hi, Lisa. Well, if I may add to that, but this sa Kinabuhi was a film produced by the family of Matt Ranillo and Gloria Sevilla in the 1960s. In the mid-1960s, it was an award-winning film. It won for Gloria Sevilla a FAMAS Award for Best Actress, and it was shown in Berlin. So maybe that's a curious thing to feature in the next Pista. My question is about you speak about an aim to tap the international market for our films. No? What you don't say, how are you going to do that?
Okay, right now po, meron po tayong tinatawag na mga film markets. So basically, throughout the year, meron po tayong Hong Kong film market, which is the biggest film market in Asia. We have the Berlinale, which is a market, it's the first market actually to open, and it's in Europe, it's in Berlin, Germany, and then we have Cannes, and we have American film market. So lahat po ito ay nasa mandato po ng aming Philippine Film Export Services Office, kung saan nagdadala po tayo ng mga pelikula para makapaghanap sila ng international sales agents na magbibenta po ng license or rights to screen sa iba't ibang teritoryo. So when you say territories po, meron po tayong North American territory, may European territory, o kaya let's say Southeast Asian. Once na nakahanap po tayo ng distributor doon, i-offer po natin ang ating pelikula at maghahanap po sila ng mga sinihan, maghahanap po sila ng commercial theaters kung saan ipapalabas po ang ating pelikula. So I think this is something that we have to tap and take advantage of, because everybody else, especially now in Asia, that's really the trend now. I mean, bakit tayo nakakapanood dito ng Korean films? Bakit tayo nakakapanood dito ng mga Thai films? Bakit tayo nakakapanood ng mga Japanese anime? It's because these countries are finding partners dito sa Pilipinas para maipalabas po ang mga pelikula nila para sa ating mga audience dito. And yun po ang dapat natin gawin din. Dahil ang mga pelikula naman natin ay hindi lang pang Pilipinas. Pwede din po natin silang i-offer. Especially our romantic comedies. If you watch Taiwanese films, if you watch yung mga Korean films na romantic comedies, napaka-pareho po ng mga sensibilities, and we can find those audiences who can also appreciate the films that we have here locally. So yun po yung goal namin ngayon. I hope that we can support our filmmakers to do that.
Certainly, I'm sure yung FDCP, ginagawa na siguro ito, no? Yung pagmamarket ng ating mga pelikula, those festivals that you mentioned, hindi naman yan bago, no? Ginagawa ang FDCP has been around for some time, no? I'm sure ginagawa na natin ito. Meron ba tayong na-accomplish sa ganyang area?
I cannot speak for the previous administration, but with FDCP po, under my administration, last year was the first time that we were able to bring 14 producers with us. This year, we were able to bring 25 producers with us to look for distribution. Pedrin Lopez was find a Filipino-American distributor from Canada. His name is Michelangelo Masangkay. And yung entity or yung nilalang na pinalabas sa Metro Manila Film Festival ay ni-redesign for the North American market, and they were able to find a distributor that distributed it in Canada. Right now po, in the market right now, I was in Berlin. Ang Nervous Translation, galing sa Cinema One, was acquired by Real Suspects. It's a French company. But of course, it is going around the art house circuit. Ang Bybus is acquired by XYZ, I think. Please don't quote me here. But I think they were able to find distributors who will distribute it in North America, and it was picked up by Variety or Hollywood Reporter. So ito po yung goal natin ngayon. Mas maraming pelikula po ngayon. Yung sana mag-take advantage ng opportunity na to. Because ako po mismo, I don't know, and I can speak for the previous administration. I was in the market myself, and there were very, very, very few films. Very few Filipino films that are circulating in this market. And for me, with the many films that we produce here, maybe we can find 1, 2, or 3 commercial films or genre films that can find a global audience or an audience outside of the Philippines.
Yung mas malapit sa atin, like Asia, for example, na-cite ko rin kanina yung Asian market. How successful are we in reaching out and marketing our films kahit dito sa Asia?
Actually po, meron po kaming group ng mga Asian Film Commissions. And right now we are talking about how we are going to make it easier for all these countries to work together and cross-distribute. Kasi po, unfortunately po, sakit po talaga siguro ng Southeast Asia na talagang ang consumption po natin ay purely Hollywood films. In Thailand, 80% of the films are all Hollywood. Swerte pa po tayo dito sa Philippines. I'm not saying this is the best setup that we have in the Philippines, but in the Philippines we have a ratio of around 65-35 or 67-33% in terms of local versus the Hollywood films. And we can be more because Korea has 55% Korean films versus the Hollywood films. And that's the goal, for us to really up the game, have more local films catering and dominating the market. And I hope that platforms like Pista, Pelikulang Pilipino, even MMFF can serve as a way for us to really continue to celebrate the content that we have here and improve how we can and improve our content.
Kasi if I may add, last point, yung ating mga teleserye ng ABS, GMA, they are successfully entering the Asian market, no? Malaysia, as far as India, Sri Lanka, these countries, pinapalabas itong mga, so meron na tayong inroads na na-establish. So what about the film industry?
I think with the television po kasi, talagang nahanap po ng ABS and GMA ang kanilang mga markets. In terms of Southeast Asia, I always see ABS, CBN, and GMA in Hong Kong and Busan for the Asian film market because talagang natap na po na talaga nila yung Asia. In terms of the films part, talagang hard sell po talaga right now. I mean, ang ating mga films because of course, quality is getting better and better all over the world. I mean, if you've watched a Thai horror film, Shutter, and all these films, you can say that even with the subtitles, they are at par with other, even Hollywood films. Korean horror, J-horror is also becoming, has become a genre, not just of their own country, but also. How can we become a genre filmmaking hub? Siguro yun po talaga yung i-address natin sa susunod. How can we bring out films na ganun po, na ganun yung quality? And I think it's really understanding the process na ginagawa din po ng ating mga ibang neighbors from Asia. That's why sa film industry conference po natin, sir, Asia-wide po ang ating focus. So ang mga i-invite po nating mga speakers are all, meron po kaming goal na sana po ma-invite po natin ang mga directors and producers of the successful regional films like Train to Busan, The Raid, and Bad Genius to tell us what was their experience, how were they able to cross over domestically and internationally. And I think marami po tayong mapipick up dito from what they're going to share.
Salamat.
Thank you,
May
sir.
tanong si Ate Carol.